Good morning, Jays, and happy 2021.
I hope everyone had a fantastic and safe break.
It is crazy to think we are already in 2021 and I graduate high school this year.
I know, it's so crazy to think about. I'm going to miss you so much.
I'm going to so miss you more, but I promise to come back and visit.
You better.
I will.
Anyways, this is the great first show of 2021.
This will no doubt be the best show of the year.
Agreed, and you guys are in luck because we have a new COVID update, new additions to our school, and finishing our show with the best sports in Liberty High School.
I know it seems like we are always talking about COVID, but that's pretty much what's going on in the world. I'm super excited to be in a world without masks.
All right, well, today at 3 p.m., Governor Mike Parsons will hold a press conference on COVID-19 and other Missouri news.
It will be live streamed on his Facebook page, KSDX. A local news station project, Missouri vaccine participation is around 60% for groups eligible. Officials hope numbers will start to improve.
Do you know if we still do testing in the parking lot?
You know what, I'm not sure, but I know Allie has that answer for all of us, so let's head into that.
What's going on, Jays? My name is Allie Collier, and I'm here with Nurse Becky. Nurse Becky, we're going to ask a few questions about the COVID vaccine. Is the COVID vaccine going to be available in Liberty?
Yes, right now it is available at nursing homes and at Liberty Hospital. It will eventually trickle down to the general population. It has been approved for persons 18 and older.
And how safe is the vaccine?
The vaccine is very safe. This type of vaccine is mRNA, which means it doesn't actually go into the nucleus of cells. It just delivers instructions to the cell to make antibodies against COVID.
And does Liberty High, or not Liberty High School, the Liberty School District, do we still offer COVID tests?
Yes. If you are symptomatic, you can receive a COVID test by having a parent call the school nurse, and we will get that set up for you.
All right, well, you heard it first here, Jays. For KLHS, my name is Allie Collier, signing off.
Thank you so much for that. We are all tired of hearing about COVID. I sure am.
Definitely, so let's start with our announcements for a little change.
So please remember that this week's schedule and this week only is different. So we will all be back in the building tomorrow, and then everything should go back to normal A and B days.
I personally love being face-to-face, other than waking up early, and I can definitely say for the both of us that we are excited to see and hear from you all tomorrow.
Yes, we are. This is definitely the highlight of my day. But moving on with the new semester, there are a lot of changes, and it might be difficult. So as a senior, I cannot say enough, use a planner.
It is just super helpful to have everything planned and just get everything in your head onto paper. I can see Taylor has hers out, and look how organized that is.
Yes, I definitely love my planner. It is definitely the best thing I have. It has different monthly things and weekly. It is the best thing I have right now.
And now, you might not need to be as fancy as Taylor, but if you feel like you would benefit from a planner, there are some in the office that you can pick up for free.
Yes, you do. Speaking of planners, the Diversity Club has been working harder than ever to put together the annual Diversity Festival.
Unfortunately, the festival will be virtual, so they are hoping that teachers and staff will incorporate some daily lessons into their classes.
The Diversity Club will provide links that follow new events and very hopeful to spread more information on diversity, equity, and inclusion.
I've been to all the festivals before this one, and I absolutely love them. They're a lot of fun, and I just feel like I'm learning lots of important topics.
Yes, Claire and I both will be attending virtually, so we hope to see you all there.
Now, Taylor, we are not only just celebrating the new year, we are also celebrating the construction almost coming to an end.
Yes, I cannot tell you how excited I was to walk in the building today and see all the new construction. It was just super exciting to see after a long break.
Yeah, hopefully the cafeteria won't be like 4 degrees and we can finally go into the new library and browse for books. So let's head over to Taylor with an interview with our librarian over their new space.
Hello, Jays. I'm Taylor Coonrod here with Miss Riedel asking about the new LMC opening up. So the first question I have is, when is the LMC opening up?
Okay, that's the most popular question. We don't have a hard set date, but we're actually, as we speak, putting books back on the shelf. So we're hoping maybe in a week or two we'd be open. There are still a few things that they need to finish up, carpet repair, some electrical work, but we're almost there.
Okay. Another question I have is, has there been any setbacks from building it due to COVID or anything?
There have been so many setbacks. We could write our own story on the setbacks. We did have some flooding, so that's why the carpet needs to be replaced. A few issues with delay of supplies arriving, windows, things like that.
And the last question I have for you is, what are the new updates?
So everything in the library itself is brand new, from carpet, furniture, windows. Some new additions would be, there's a designated VR studio now, and that used to be in the back of 301. There are sliding glass doors between the nest and the library floor, which are super cool. And there are barn doors that separate 301 and 302.
That sounds very cool. This has been Taylor Coonrod signing off from KLHS.
Thank you, Taylor. Like we said, all these changes are very exciting.
You know what else is exciting?
Sports.
Right on the nose, Taylor. Let's head over to Thomas and John for their famous sports report.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you guys, and welcome to Thomas and I's first sports report of the semester. We have Thomas back. He took a little hiatus to end the first half of the year, but we're just going to get into some of the things that happened over the break, starting with wrestling. They were defeated by Millard South 33-25. You know, a loss is a loss, but Millard South is one of the most impressive teams this group will see all year. They're very good. They're up in Omaha. They're pretty much going to be the winner in Nebraska, so nothing to be too ashamed of there. They're a very good team. Moving on to girls basketball, who got a 45-44 win versus Lee Summit North. A big win for them. They were lacking confidence. They'd taken a couple of losses. Katie Mahillick put in a game winner with about 6 seconds left to put them on top. So Thomas, big win for them. And now finally boys basketball. They took a loss in the Jewel tournament over break to Ray-Pec in the championship, but they were facing Lee Summit North last night, and they pulled out a 20-point victory. Javion Byers put in 21, Luke Stubbs put in 14. Thomas, this team just has people who can score from every direction. I think that's what makes them so impressive, and that showed in the scoreline in this one. How did they get the win done last night?
Yeah, and I mean, we saw that in the beginning of the season, the first game against Fort Osage, we're like, man, all these people can shoot. I mean, they just looked ready at the beginning of the year, but yeah, I mean, that's going to be really lethal heading into the end of the season. They're going to be able to take care of business, I mean, just to be able to put points up on the board, but now they probably just got to start focusing on the defensive side of the ball.
And then moving into Friday, they take on Blue Springs South. Thomas, not exactly an opponent that they're used to facing, new into the conference. So how does that unfamiliarity play a role coming into Friday's game?
It's definitely going to be weird because usually each year whenever you play the same opponents, you kind of have an idea of what their offense is, but they're just going to look at the film and then see what kind of tendencies that Blue Springs South has and then just go from there.
So that will do it for today. A lot coming towards the end of the week. Now we'll head over to Alex for today's weather report.
Should go to weather.
3, 2, 1.
There we go.
What's up, Jays? I'm Alex Cronin here for your weather report.
still need to pay
Today we have a
attention.
high of 41 and
No,
a
you're
low
not.
of 30, and it's also raining outside, so watch out. Tomorrow will be a high of 36 and a low of 27, so it's probably not a good idea to wear a t-shirt and shorts. And finally, Friday, we have a high of 34 and a low of 25. That's it today. Let's head back to the anchors.
Thank you, Alex, for that amazing weather report, and thank you, Thomas and John, for that amazing sports.
That's all we got for announcements today, so please stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. From KLHS, this has been Alex Cronin, Thomas Hand, John Albee, Claire Hamilton,
Yep.
Allie Collier, and I am Taylor Anderson.
And like she said, I'm Claire Hamilton. Have a fantastic Wednesday, Jays.